The possibility of a great Aleutian tsunami has the state of Hawaii redrawing inundation maps for all islands. Studying sediment deposits, geophysicists at the University of Hawaii have identified a possible source region in Alaska's eastern Aleutian Island arc, directly north of Hawaii, that has the potential for a very large magnitude 9 or greater earthquake that could produce a mega-tsunami.
Based on recorded history and something called paleo-tsunamigenic drill and core samples, there's some evidence that shows periodically we experience an earthquake, usually from the Aleutians, that exceeds the norm that we're used to. As a result, if we had a much larger, like a hypothetical 9.3 earthquake along the Aleutian chain, we could have in some areas run-ups or wave heights greater than we've had before. This information has been studied, it's been peer-reviewed, the information's been provided to the counties, and now each of the counties are working in cooperation with state civil defense and other stakeholders to do a reassessment. Are our evacuation zones right? Are there some places we need to make it more significant? And in some places it will be, and it's being addressed at your civil defense.
Last week, the new extreme evacuation zones were unveiled on Oahu. Hawaii County emergency officials are now redrawing Big Island inundation maps. We spoke to Troy Scott with Hawaii County Civil Defense about the project.
We are going to be doing a lot more in-depth studying at the Hawaii County Civil Defense in cooperation with stakeholders such as state civil defense and the federal government, agencies, harbors. So that effort is ongoing. It is addressed in the Hawaii County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan as a consideration, just to that effect, that this is something we're looking at. A recommendation is we need to take a hard look at these new possible run-up our wave height levels, and then possibly adjust, which it appears we will, evacuation boundaries in certain areas. Some areas would be affected, some areas are not. As you know, the current evacuation maps were based on where the water went historically, and then was that a comfortable place, or should we back it up a little further? And a lot of people don't realize that at 3 o'clock in the morning, how many first responders are on duty, and our first responders are the ones that place the barricades, the tsunami flags, and then guard the roadblocks. So it was designed such that if you had a line that was uneven of where the normal evacuation area should be, we moved it back even further for an additional buffer where a policeman can be at one corner and 5 blocks down another policeman, because resources in that situation will be tight.
The evidence shows such a worst-case scenario probably happens once every 1,000 years.
The tsunami that comes from the Aleutians that's greater than our established norms is a pretty infrequent event. Hence, no one's experienced at this point in time. They are in the process of continually refining the data using a variety of different tools to try to get a feel for how frequent or infrequent that process is, or the likelihood of that event taking place.